I was watching a podcast that had a very interesting topic where they was talking about you don't see any strong male black positive figures in anything like the show Yellowstone. They're just men. There's no compromising in any manhood in any white films or shows right now.
That's one of my shows too.
He's like they're all just straight men, and none of them are on that.
You know what's funny? The one character who wound up being the evil dude at the whole end of the thing, but they had him on the fence. And then they had him in the very next season. They gave him a woman quick. I was like, I thought he was gay. Oh, I guess not. That's kind of funny. Go ahead.
So, do you feel like it's a way to just defeat that narrative where every black man either has to be a drug dealer or borderline?
Is there a way to defeat that narrative?
Can there be a role? Can we create something going forward where it's just a strong black male figure or a strong black woman figure, and it doesn't have to be so weird, something weird going on with it to make it entertaining?
It has to be clever. You have to weed it in. The people that are controlling what gets out look at numbers. They look at what works. They look at, most of the major films that are making money in the box office are Marvel films. There was an era when it was all rappers that were all the black leads because they already had a following. They know what's what. There's a message there and so forth and so on. We just have to support it. So we have to create a film and then we all have to get behind it and make it do numbers. That's the only way we change this. Yep. If we all just say, I support this because it was funny and it was great and it was this and this, but overall message of it was just this did this and shot this and blah, 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 blah. Then theys are going to look at it and go, well, that's the only thing that'll work if it's a black guy in it. You know what I mean? So next time you see something, and they always kind of happen. I just did a series called Saturdays on Disney. It only went one season. I blame the strike because they didn't want to renew stuff, but it was an awesome show. It was very positive, and it was on the Disney Channel. And Disney has its own skeletons and all type of evil shit that they fucking do. But they was paying the shit out of me, so I was happy about it. But it was a very positive show and only went one season. We went, damn, what the fuck? And then I see other shows that are about to get renewed that we were talking about off camera or whether y'all using it. That's just about just as wild as ever.
Oh yeah.
But it's being renewed. What's that?
Shout out P-Valley.
No, not that one. But it's true, man. I mean, we just have to, because it's funny. We take these moments during an interview or maybe in a conversation. We go, why don't we see a show about a strong black woman or about a strong black man? But is that what you want to watch at 2 a.m. when you're in Netflix and you loaded and blah, 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 blah? Maybe. I remember growing up on the Cosby Show. I love that show. Look what they did to that. And I'm like, I want to show it to my kids. They're like, do you? I'm like, God damn it.
God damn it.
It was funny as shit. It was a positive. Look at that family, man. That was a positive family. That was the Huxtables and it was called the Cosby Show. I'm like, shouldn't it be the Cosbys? There was a lot of weird shit you couldn't figure out later.
Yeah, facts.
Right. Like,
Facts. Never thought about that.
Because it sounded more distinguished. The Huxtables. It was that's probably what they were thinking. We can't call it Cosby's. We should call it Huxtables. And then it should have run forever. And then you wonder why he wants to have his own. And they be like, nah, nigga, shut up.
So let me ask you, when it comes to Baby Boy coming out July 29th, 2001.
Was it July?
Yeah, it was like July.
Now that makes sense because we started in like October. It took about 6 months, yeah?
For you, a month later, Leah dies. A couple of days after that, September 11th.
Yeah.
How was that for you? Like, did it affect, like... Just
that was tough, man. Again, me and Angel was together and she was doing music videos and stuff. So she actually flew to New York on a plane in 2011. And then when it landed, she was good, obviously. And then I called her after everything was exploding. She got on the phone and she was like, come out here and get me. I'm not flying back. And I was like, whoo, that's a long drive. No. I said, all the way to New York?
It is.
Well, no Uber back then. No. But I was prepared to drive, but she was brave, man. And after like a few days, she's like, no, I'm gonna fly back. I was like, you sure? I ain't flying to,
Yeah.
It took me a minute to get on the plane, but that's about how directly it affected me.
Nothing with the movie as far as, of course, it's going, opening weekend is going a month in.
We had different challenges back then, man. With especially a movie like that, you got to think niggas was dying in the theaters. Yeah. That's a movie about gangbanging. Everywhere you go, I remember my friends was watching that movie, and he said, "Man, I went and saw the movie. I'm from decide. And they was watching the movie and they was like, there's some bloods behind us, just counting how many times you said cuz. They was just cuz, crit. He was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and he turned around, 7, 8, 9, and we almost started shooting into that. I said, damn, man. And that's why, it was hard to get those movies made. And that's why it's hard to get, that still answers his question. That's true. That's why it's hard to have them back it. Because they're like, well, what y'all gonna do when y'all get together and watch this shit? You gonna get wilding out, But that's that type of film, which so good. Fuck. Yeah. There've been a few that have been, and I thought, and Tyrese, I want to shout him out again. And I want you to echo this because he had a brilliant idea. Him and I, the first time we actually sat down when we got over our, and he was like, come to my house. So I came to his house and I sat down. I was like, what's happening, bro? And he said, I got a script I want you to read. And he opens up the script and he said, this is my idea for the sequel to Baby Boy. And this was before the pandemic. So it was about 5, 6 years ago. And he sat down and I read it and the shit was great. The concept was, what if we tied in all of the South Central movies so that they all were connected in the same universe?
Oh, man.
What if Rodney was, and the dudes that they shot in Boys in the Hood happened to be the older brother of the Tyree? What if Snoop Dogg and Old Dogg was cousin? Like, he tied it all together. And I read this shit and I said,
the SC.
Now, the problem is the directors and the producers were all different. So they're not all going to come together and do this. Well, John Single's dead, so who's going to direct it? You had Paramount, you had such and such, and blah, blah, blah. So there's no way, boom, boom, boom. And a suggestion I want to make to him is just that this is the thing that he was doing by having me come over. You had me read it and sign off on if I would be in the film. He did that with all of the actors, and most of the actors, I believe at the time, agreed to be in the film. So just write another movie, change the names, and we'll all be in that one.
Oh, yeah.
Taraji gonna cost a little bit more, but
got that. There she is. Real quick, what was your favorite hood movie back then?
Back in,
like, was it Boys in the Hood? Was it Menace? Was it South Central?
Boys in the Hood was good. It was Menace.
Menace.
It was Menace. They was mad at us for a while. And shout out to Tyron and Lorenz was always been cool with me, man. But I think it was more Tyron.
Yeah.
He was mad. He said that Baby Boy was a ripoff. And I was like, what do you mean? And he said it was because, and what I got from it, because it's so funny, everything that happens that'd be like weird, I'd be like, all right, let me figure it out. I always think is the people around you think. I got that from Godfather. My father said it all the time. What he did was, at the end of the movie, when Tyron gets shot, Old Dog's walking over and his knees buckle before he goes over. Now look at what my character did when we thought Tyrese got shot. I looked at my knees buckle. That's all he needed to be like, oh, you stole your hoes. I was like, the knee buckle, nigga. White ass niggas, you can't have nothing. I was like, nigga, that's, hardly, maybe your knees will go out. I don't know. I couldn't think of nothing else that would make sense.
Yeah, no, that dream sequence in Baby Boy, do you feel like that went on too, like
what'd you say?
It went on too long? Like, that's a dream sequence.
That's funny as hell.
I think the movie ended.
What, you stupid as hell. At what?
The credits rolling.
No, it was good, man, because it was a good combination of how they make films and how we make films. Enough to keep us engaged, and then you want to think. He was trying to make you think. Anything he drug out or kind of emphasized by making it go, damn, are we still watching the same scene? Yeah. He wants you to think about this part, Anyway.
What's the stupidest ending you've seen on a movie?
Jesus.
Mine is Jungle Fever.
How old are you?
I'm 40.
40? Jungle Fever, huh? I wouldn't expect that one. I can't think of that. I'm a TV guy. In TV shows my whole life, got new one coming out in development, boom, boom, boom. I always watch shows, so I always look at how they wrap up these series.
Right.
Like, I love The Sopranos. Sopranos was some dope shit. Bro,
stupid.
I love that shit because I know that, and when you're ending it, you have to do something final. So y'all would have the people that hated it, I believe, would have loved that the ran in and shot it up all in front of everybody. Oh, Tony! I don't want to see the hero die. That was the hero. So for me, it faded to black because the got shot in the head. That means he's dead. Or you can think of something else. It's over. There's nothing else interesting to say. Maybe he lived happily there. It's up to you to decide. That's why I like that. But I've seen some awful ones where I'm just like, what the fuck were they thinking? Can't think of any right off the top of the head, but you should have prepped me for that. I would have had something.
I got to get your take. You worked with Darius McCrary, Eddie Muslim.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's get into it. In the movie y'all were started, that's True to the Game, was it? part 3 or?
Oh, I was in that.
Yeah.
That was that was fun how that happened. I went to just show up and support him. What up, D? Ain't seen you in a minute. He's like, yeah, that's what's up. Blah, blah, blah. He's the director of the movie. I was like, oh, what's up? You directed. He looked at me. He was like, want to get in this? I was like, what the fuck that mean?
We got a wardrobe over here.
Exactly, bro. And he was like, we got some shit that can fit you. Nigga, go get in this dress suit. We can put you up in here. And Vivica and blah, 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 blah. Vivica's over there. And I went knocked on the door. What's up, baby? Oh, what's up, nigga? Vivica is the shit. That is the realest nigga you'll ever be in your life.
Come on now.
She real. So anyway, so I was, what's up? She like, you get in this nigga? I was like, yeah, I'm getting. And then we did the scene, and that was that. Go ahead though. But how was it? Yeah, no, it was dope though.
When you see Darius with what's their name? Sydney Starr.
You know who she is.
Yeah, when you see the Sydney Starr Darius situation go down.
What was it? You got to brief me on it. Was it?
Yeah. And like it's getting more hot and steamy, it seems.
It's scary.
And it's like,
bro.
do you feel like that? Do you feel like, because you're in Hollywood, do you feel like that's real publicity, or like just from you as a Hollywood insider, just watching?
Yeah, I don't know. It's scary as man. You got to look at the Adam's apple. You got to get medical history. It's tough.
He paid she says he paid for the full procedure to kind of go.
Oh, well, God bless him. To each his own. I can't, as long as he ain't sitting there going, I didn't know, then you fine. You know what I mean? Look, man, because I know what y'all getting at. And there's men and there's women, but there is an in-between. It's weird. It's like, you see some boys, it was funny, I was arguing with my wife about this shit. Like, we knew he was gonna be gay since he was young. I was like, what do you mean you knew? Some niggas just act feminine. That's just, they grow out of that shit, and some don't. But there's people on the front line, and there's people that aren't. There's ones that you just get into the battle, and there's some that are kind of a little timid, but maybe they're smarter, maybe they're this and that. The Y chromosome and all that. If I was smarter, I can articulate this a little bit better, but I've been drinking. What I'm saying is, some men are more men than not. Some women are more feminine than not. That middle, there's not a world where I, the man that I am, can do the things that other men can do and say that they're straight. Because I'm not that type of man. It's just acting. Kiss him on the lips. If I actually kiss him on the lips, it's not acting.
I didn't act like I did it. Nigga, I did it.
What the is acting about
Nigga,
actually kissing a man? If I'm and it's happened a lot, I'll be in a hotel by myself. I'm watching the show. What's about I will do this by myself. I don't just watch and be like, it's cool, nobody see me. My stomach literally, and I'm gonna say this just to be funny, but it's like, I'll be like, the men that can do it are just different types of men. They just are. And they be like, well, can a guy kiss a guy and be straight and go home and have kids and all that? I'm like, not this type of a guy. I can only talk about me, you know?
Did you lose any disrespect for, did you lose any respect for Denzel when he said that there's a kissing scene that was taken out of Gladiator?
I'm still blaming that on AI.
God damn it. Gotta blame it
Till
on
I meet him. And he was like, yeah. The only thing I think about, I'm a movie buff, so Godfather. Godfather 3? 2? 2. Fredo. Yeah. When he grabs Fredo, kisses him in the mouth, says, I knew it was you, Fredo. Not one human was like, oh, he gay. What he explained was he kisses this man in the mouth and then kills him. You go, oh, that's deep.
That's deep.